everybody, and welcome to another week of Let's Talk. I am your host, author Dre Lett. Thank you for joining me for another fun filled week where we inform, inspire, and motivate. We get you going during these tough times and beyond. So come on in the room and have a seat so we can let's talk. I'm super excited that you guys could be with me again, as I said earlier. So, this is what we call Change Your Life Friday. You probably say, Dre, what is that? What is that all about? Well, basically, tonight we have Edward and Stephanie Cavier, who decided to up and leave the United States and move to Paradise in Belize. Yes, indeed. They'll be on the virtual stage in a few minutes. Super excited to have them here broadcasting all the way from Belize. So, you guys, in my What's Hot topics. Yes, what's hot? You probably said, what's going on? So, last week, as some of you guys probably who watch the show faithfully every week saw that I had a rerun, if you will, because I was being a part of history, if you will. Yes, indeed. Why don't I just show you exactly where I was and what it was all about? So, take a watch at this. You guys are going to get a kick out of this. Hopefully you will like I did. And let's roll it.
And Kamala Harris is in Orlando today for a special visit and remarks at her sorority's international conference. The vice president told thousands of Alpha Kappa Alpha members how good it felt to be among her sisters. West 2's Gail Pasco-Brown has more on the visit and who else was on the vice president's agenda.
The energy was at an all-time high as Vice President Kamala Harris addressed her sisters of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. More than 12,000 AKAs are in attendance at their 70th International Conference at the Orange County Convention Center. The Vice President began with their rich history.
All of our founders were acutely aware we needed to build networks of support for young Black men and women who attend college in America.
Vice President Harris joined the sorority in 1986 at Howard University in Washington, D.C. It's where the sorority was founded in 1908. AKA has a long-standing commitment to service.
During the Great Depression, our sorors provided free medical care to poor Black women in the Mississippi Delta. And generations later, many of you here ran vaccination drives in those same communities during the COVID pandemic.
Later, the vice president met with
Yes, indeed, you guys. That's what I was being a part of last week. Oh my gosh, it was so amazing. It was my sorority's national convention in Orlando, Florida, as you saw in the footage there. And it was so amazing when she came in the room. Oh my gosh, I was just crying just to be a part of that. And just to know that somebody that's made it to such a high mark in society and to reach back and come and visit her sorority sisters. So that was huge. So that's what I was doing. And that's my what's hot news. So, in life, we have to find something that we can be proud of and that we can say, I was a part of that. So we can tell our grandchildren, our great grands that I was there on that day when that took place. So anywho, I'm just still smiling and beaming from that. Okay, you guys. So moving right along, what I want to do is I want to take a look at who is checking in tonight. You guys, please put in the comment section your name and the city that you're checking in from, because in a couple of weeks, you're going to be a part of something really great. I can't say just yet, but it is coming, and I'm super, super excited. So I want to give you a shout out so that you'll be a part of something great that's going to be on a bigger platform. That's all I'm going to say. So make sure you do that for me now, if you don't mind. And if you're watching this in a pre-recording phase, go back and put that in the comment section as well. Okay. All right, you guys. So want to take a minute to show a quick message from our sponsors. And while we do that, put in the comment section where you're checking in from. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look, get a message from our sponsors.
everybody. My name is Herman Williams. I'm a master herbalist, herbal practitioner. There's a difference. I'm not a medical doctor. I don't offer medical advice. I offer herbal healing advice. Okay, and as you can see, I offer a whole array of different herbs. Herbs are what helps the body to be healthy. Your body's made of minerals. Where do you get these minerals? From Mother Nature's herbs. Okay, and when you're diagnosed with high blood pressure, diabetes, you're not supposed to live with those diseases. You can reverse those things, because if you don't, if you try to manage it, it will get worse over time. Let Mother Nature reverse your disease. Give me a call, 770-714-9107. Let's have a conversation about getting you off of those meds. I don't take people off their medications, their doctors does. I just assist them in getting off.
Okay, you guys, that was a message from our sponsors. Yes, indeed. So if you guys want to become a sponsor, just reach out to us by sending a message in Messenger or going to the website dtlproduct.net and sending a message, and somebody will get back with you. All right, fantastic. So you guys, I'm super excited to introduce my guests. Yes, indeed. Let me give them a formal introduction. Okay, you guys, this is the Cavers. Yes, this is Edward and Stephanie Caver. Edward Caver is an Army veteran with over 20 years of service to his country. He is a physical trainer and really enjoys helping his clients make their dreams come true by conditioning and improving their physiques. Stephanie is a hairstylist for over 25 years and a salon owner. One day, of course, after their kids were grown and they retired, they just got tired of all the hustle and bustle way of life in the United States and decided to move to Belize. Yes, you heard it, Belize. And they have been loving every minute of it since then. So, you guys, without further ado, help me welcome to the virtual stage Edward and Stephanie Caver.
Hello. Hi, Drina.
Hey, Gina, how's it going?
Dr. Dre Lett.
You guys are just glowing and smiling.
I think that's like a constant tan that we're going to have while we're here.
Yes.
I know that.
Oh, it's in the background.
You guys look so happy. The dogs even sound happy.
Yeah, they want to come out here.
They do. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You guys look amazing. So tell us, what made you decide to up and move to Belize?
Well, I'm going to make it short. El always wanted to do it. Being that he's military, he's not used to being in one place at a long time, so he's always wanted to do it. He and I and another couple of friends of ours, we was always researching, where can we live on, our pension or whatever it is we have, and still be able to live sort of the same lifestyle. So we came up with Belize, and COVID hit. When COVID hit, we knew then that we were meant to be, because we was together for like 7 to 8 straight weeks. So we knew then that we could be like this on a regular basis. And I turned around and had a hand injury, and things was just so much. And with that hand injury, that's when I realized that I can't perform the way I wanted to. So I had a bad feeling about that in my heart, not being able to perform at top capacity. So that's when I decided, I was like, I think God is being very lenient with me and telling me and my husband and I to, it's time to slow down. And with the injury of my thumb, it slowed me down. And that's when I really started thinking more and more about, okay, what are we going to do? Because it's getting too hard, along with all the other chaos and stuff. So this is how we ended up with Belize, with research. And Jamil, you may know her. She was one of the ones who first introduced us to somebody, a real estate person over here in Belize. And that's how we got started. We made a 10-day trip out of it and was determined to find a home when we got here. We were not leaving until we found a home.
I love it.
Yeah.
We went all over Belize. We went from Placencia, Keycocker, San Pedro,
Amber's
Key, and final destination was Corozal.
Yeah, we landed in Corozal.
Yeah, I was willing to, we saw a couple of places that I liked. She didn't like it. So we didn't stay. We came here last and found our little paradise here.
Our paradise. Yeah. And believe it or not, the moment we got off, to get to Corozal, they have a really tiny airport. And I was terrified in that little airplane, right? But the moment we landed, it was just like an eye-opening. I don't even know how to say it, but the welcome was just so overpowering. It was just like, before we even saw where we were gonna live, we knew it was home. We just knew it was home. It was just a welcome. Thanks to Alicia and Marv and taking in the dogs and the whole entire Mayan seaside community, the welcome was just amazing. And it's still the same way to this day. And we've been here about 7 months, I think.
Oh, wow.
Everybody's still exactly the same. No change whatsoever.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So that, I was going to ask you next, was moving there easy? It sounds like it was, because you had a lot of support helping you.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, wasn't?
Tell the truth.
Yeah.
It was.
It was not only because we had a certain amount of time to do it. We tried to extend our lease for a few more months so we can move the following year. We wanted to move in 2022, right?
Right. So,
but my landlord, rent rates and stuff was crazy, and the landlord wanted to charge us, I think, double the amount,
right?
Yeah, to stay longer.
But Dre, to be fair, okay, we came in October for 10 days. We moved. We were here in Belize by December 9th.
December 9th.
So that's like a month and a half, or if you will, around that time. So we did a lot of stuff really quick. So it was just, I would say anyone that's planning to move anywhere is to take your time and plan it out. We did it kind of like in a hurry. In fact, some of our friends, when we told them we were going to move, they didn't believe us.
They didn't
our kids didn't believe us.
Nobody, yeah.
But it went so quickly, so, but it's worth it though.
It was worth it.
So I think it was just that we just had a small window.
Okay.
We just decided to go for it in that window. And that's what made it a little chaotic, but otherwise.
The dogs were really the hardest parts to get here. The dogs, the pups. You would think he and I and the furniture was going to be easy, hard, but the dogs, they took us through everything to get the pups here. And once we got the pups here, they can't come back to Atlanta now. Atlanta was like, they can't come back. But yeah, that was the hardest part.
Why is it hard? Because of the breed that they are, or
it was the breeds? You had to go through the
a lot of the
vets.
Yeah, a lot of the policies on the airlines changed for pets during COVID. So those were in place during the time that we were moving. Okay. So that made it difficult. But
yeah, we had to find so we had to find somebody. First of all, we had to go through the whole vet thing, get them cleaned, make sure they were clean. That was about $1,000. Then we had to find somebody to fly them to Belize, which was in Florida. So we had to hire a company to drive them to Florida. But they got better treatment than we did. Then they had to board for 3 or 4 days to get on their plane, their special plane. And then they flew over to Belize. That was another $1,000. And then Alicia and Marv, which are some people that introduced us, showed us our house here. They received them at customs, and we had to pay to bring them in to customs and all that good stuff. And then she kept them for up to about 2 weeks before we got here. So it took almost a little bit over 2 weeks just to get them here, and about $4,000 in all to get the pups here.
Gosh, y'all love y'all dogs.
Yes,
At about 2,000, I was just like, wait a minute now. We should have thought this out. But we're glad they're here.
Yeah. This was a rescue
yeah.
dog. So we got from the shelter in Lawrenceville.
Yeah.
And he was 4 months and on death row, and we're like, that's not going to happen. So we took him, and he's like a child to me. So he's coming. Yeah. He's here. I'm glad he's here.
And everybody knows Sam. Sam just bougie. Sam was like, I'm coming tonight. So, yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. We have Irie checking in from Atlanta. She said, I couldn't leave my fur baby either.
I know. Irie, let me tell you, girl, it was 4 nights of no sleeping, because when they were in the air in transportation, we had no contact. Everything was through email. We even had to pay through email. I mean, it was just, I don't know. I hope nobody else ever experiences that again, because that to me was the worst part of the trip. Everything else went so smooth.
Yeah.
Wow.
So smooth, yeah.
Well, I'm glad they're there, and they were barking because they wanted to let us hear them. Let's so they're there.
They'll be knocking over everything. Tails will be everywhere. You know, shoot. This would be like a total epic fail if they were out.
So tell me, and I don't even know this, so I'm asking, and you guys make sure you chime in the questions in the comments section as well. Are you guys still U.S. citizens? Can you come and go back and forth? Okay.
Yes.
And that's just forever and a day,
that's
right?
going to be forever, yeah.
So what we understand is, like, with Belize and the United States, you can have a dual citizenship.
Oh, good.
So that's from what I understand.
Okay.
But anyway, if you have any questions, you could always, if someone's inquiring on how to come to Belize, reach out to the State Department, right?
Okay.
Register there, and you could ask questions, or they can go to the local U.S. Embassy and find out all the requirements.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the BTB,
Belizean Transport Tourists.
Yeah, they're very good about, letting you know. They're changing every day, so you have to kind of like stay on their website all the time to figure out what the changes are, because they're making it easier for people to come into Belize. But when we came, obviously COVID was going on, so it was a lot. Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh my goodness. Andrea, she didn't say where she's checking in from. She wanted to know.
Andrea,
we know Andrea.
But Andrea, as far as the kids and stuff gone now, they're grown. My little one, we got some grandbabies, but a couple of grandbabies are in California, and I got one in Swanee. We go back every 3 months, and we see them more than we did when we was actually living in the States. And now we can just get them to get their passports, then we can come and go all the time and see each other just like we did as if we was in the States.
Okay, so flights are very affordable.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to say affordable, but a direct flight is only 2.5 hours. But there's another route you can go that'll take about a day that's very affordable. But once you get here, I mean, as you know, our money is what?
It's double. It's like
double, two for one. Yeah. So when you get here, the money that you spend, I mean, you'll go back home with money for the most part.
Okay, so it's more okay. Yeah. So what is medical care like? Like if you break a toe or an arm, is it good?
Their hospital here is free. The town hospital here is free.
Okay.
The doctor offices. Oh my God! I went to the doctor just to get my back check out, and the whole fee was $15.
Oh my gosh!
And I was just like, "You don't want a tip?" And like $15. So we kept our medical in the States just in case something really, really serious comes up. And whenever we go back to the States, we still go for our appointments and stuff like that. But as far as medical here, even if you're not a citizen, they don't turn you down whatsoever. But the medical, a lot of the doctors, I think they say were trained in Canada and in Atlanta. So they're very, very United States. They're very, very passionate, and they don't just will say, here, take a pill and that'll help. They do like a serious exam. They go old school, which is what I like. Yeah.
That's awesome to know that it's free and that it's low cost. Amazing.
Yeah.
That's what we need over here in the United States. Oh my
Girl,
goodness.
even the Botox cheap. I'm sorry.
That's my next question.
I know, yeah.
My next question is, what is shopping malls? You get your hair, your nails. Is there any of that there?
Well, let me tell you about Ella's experience. He has curly hair because he's a mixed breed. And it's always been so hard to find somebody to cut his hair in the States, besides Jason at Phoenix. The first barber, oh my God, had my husband looking like just a movie star. Their salons are not as fancy, but they take their trainings. It's not like our state board. They get trained to do what they do, and their salons are not as fancy, but their work is extremely authentic. The barbers, their work is very, very authentic and very nice and tidy and neat, and I loved it. And you don't really want to know the price of this. You don't.
How much is it?
Just take a guess.
$20 for a haircut.
Wait.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow, $5.
Yes, and it looks so good when they do. When he came out, I was just like, oh my God, and they're fast. Yeah.
Really? Oh, that is so cool.
Nails.
Nails too. They have nail salons.
Yeah, they do a great job on nails. They're mostly self-taught too, so that's the one thing. So they're really passionate about what they do. They do one at a time. They don't have people lined up and all that good stuff, but they're very passionate about their work because it's self-taught. Even though it's different than our state board. They go and get their training certificates. So they don't per se have a state board here, but they pick and choose what they want to get trained in. And they're very, very good. Yeah.
Wow. So what if you want to go and out on the town? Can you hit the mall and get an outfit? Do they have malls? They got stores?
Yeah. Good.
Well, okay. So if you go to Belize City, which is bigger than the town that we live in, they have like shopping centers. They have, it's like a
Mirage?
Yeah. It's a Morab.
Yeah.
Morab.
I think it's Morab.
Okay. It's like a combination of I would say like a mall almost, furniture store, like with updated.
It's very modern. It's
combined with Ashley furniture.
Yeah.
So it's very modern stuff there. But for the most part, there's like little boutiques and
a lot of boutiques.
Yeah. And little markets that you go and you shop at. So it's kind of like a little village type atmosphere that we're in. So if you want like bigger, city type of stuff, it's Belmopan. It's Belize City, or across the border about 20-30 minutes from us, it's Chetumal.
Yeah,
Chetumal, which is in Mexico.
And when I got to Chetumal, I thought I was back in the United States.
Wow.
It was that serious. I had no idea I was in another country because it looked just like we was in the States.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's only, like you said, about a 22-minute drive from here.
Yeah. And if you really want to go shopping and hang out, we're about 5 hours drive from Cancun.
Cancun. Oh, that's not bad.
So I know a lot of people go to Cancun. So
yeah.
5 hours. You could be in.
So everybody's got thousands of questions, but I'm gonna get my last question and then we're gonna take just filtering them in. So,
I know.
What is it like in the day and life in Belize? You get up, you go to work, you sleep, you go to the beach. What do y'all do?
For us or for the whole community?
For y'all, what's it like?
It's like the whole community basically. Is he gets up anyway early all the time.
Yeah, so we have like an excellent community. Everybody, like, we all get along, we all hang out, and if there's projects or things to be done, we all come together to do it. So it's like a big family, like extended family.
Yeah, we keep a board going so we know what to do and when to do it and a date to do it and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so I have a little joke that, like, I don't tell time or look at a calendar per se to see what I need to do. It's by activity. So like Monday, our typical day, I'll get up around, the sun rises about like 5:30, 6 o'clock. So it's like 8 o'clock for you guys, at 6 for us. So I get up, let the dogs out. Monday is we have the gardener comes, Santiago. Tuesday, we have water pickup day.
Water pickup day. They bring the jugs of water to you.
Us,
to put into your little machine. Yeah.
Wednesday is garbage day. Thursday we play volleyball, and then we have a volleyball set up in the water. So we play. The community plays volleyball. Friday we just like hang out. Actually, I'm usually at baseball practice. And Saturday and Sunday, that's just like the weekend. So it starts all over again. So we pretty much have freedom to do whatever we want.
Yeah, we do pretty much whatever we want. We just have to plan everything because everybody comes and say, okay, you want to go do this, you want to go do this, you want to go do this. So we keep, for the most part, pretty busy, but we do have a lot of downtime too. So whenever I do get too much downtime, I'll just go outside on the pier, drink some coffee, have a glass of beverages or whatever, just to let that go by. Or we just ride down the street and hang out with some friends. But it's very, for me, I had no idea I would be able to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I love it.
You go to work or nothing, you just chilling, enjoying life.
I still go to school, and I know people like, you've been in school 20 daggone years. You know what? I'm going to be a career student as long as the VA pays for it. I'm going to continue to go, and I enjoy the learning. So that's a good thing. I'm able to absorb it in and learn it now.
Challenge. Yes. Oh my gosh. You guys, so many questions. Okay, so let me go up here. Let me go all the way to the very, very top. Okay, so we have let's see here. Somebody said they miss you. You doing their hair. Oh my gosh.
I know, I get that all the time.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. It's so many. I'm going down. Let's see here. Okay. So somebody said, do you love it? So it sounds like y'all love it. You absolutely love
it. If there was a bigger word than love, then it would be that. I mean, I always tell people when I come back to the States, I have no regrets. That's the only thing I can say. I have no regrets. I miss when I come into the States, when I leave here, I get a little anxiety. I go through Belize Airport, which most people, it looks very intimidating, but it's not. They're very, very nice. Get through that, get off at Hartsville, bam! Traffic, chaos. It's like, whoa, okay, what is going on? So, but once I get to like my family, my kids, back to the salon, then there's that awe feeling. But it's just enough to get and then take back and then be good for another 3 months.
So for me, what I've noticed is like in the States, there's a lot of hustle and bustle. We don't have that here. That doesn't mean that it doesn't exist here, but our environment and community, it isn't. And we noticed that was like one of the first things that was apparent to us. I noticed like when we came here, the stress of like having to like go to work and the news and all this information being constantly like bombarded with, we don't have that, right? So, and then the environment here is like very friendly. It's like you could actually talk to people and they say hello to you.
Yes, they do.
Total strangers, like very helpful.
My God, information.
Yeah, not standoffish. And like I said, our community, we love because everybody helps each other. Whatever it is that you need to get done or you're learning about, they jump in and they help you. They're not there's no ulterior motive for it.
No.
But it's like a big extended family.
Have you ever seen those commercials where they're like waking up in the morning off this new mattress, and we all know it's crazy. They're waking up, they're like, oh, and the sun is shining and all that good stuff. That's how it is here. That's how the first few weeks I had to put a mask on my face because I'm like, that daggone sun, that's like too much. A little bit.
But it is.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So Wanda's checking in from Clearwater, Florida. She says, how is the food?
Woo, let me answer that one. Everybody know I'm finicky. Everybody know I'm finicky. I've eaten everything here in considering conch. And because of the food is like no preservatives, it's all natural. The way they're not about presentation, they're about food.
Okay.
So when they fix your meal, they fix one meal at a time. So when you get your meal, you start eating. Don't wait for the other 4 people because you get it one at a time. But their food here is just, it's so good. I don't even crave. The only craving I have is popsicles.
Oh wow.
I know, but I'm gonna start making my own because I have no cravings of the food, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, or any of that thing. I have no cravings.
Right. So,
but it's very good and very fresh.
Yeah. So for the food, like there's a lot of different cultures here. What we've noticed, right? You have Belizean cuisine. You have Garifuna, which are like their ancestors of the Africans that were brought over during the slave trade. They have a culture here. They have the Mayans. Their culture started here. You have a lot of Asians, like from Taiwan and China. You have Indians that were here from India. You have El Salvadorians, Guatemalans, which is on the east or west border. I forgot which one.
A lot of Canadians.
But you have Mexicans from up north. So everybody kind of gets together. It's like a melting pot. So you have all these different cuisines.
Oh.
And then you have, like, of course, there's an ocean here. We're located in the Chetumal Bay.
Oh my God.
Which is like within the Yucatan Peninsula. So there's fish here. So there's like fresh fishing
so fresh
all the time.
Wow.
So fresh. I was a tilapia girl in the States. They're like tilapia. I was like, wait, they don't do tilapia here. It's snapper, the lobsters.
What?
About this big and juicy, and oh my God, the steak. What is that animal?
It's
where
like
the steak come from?
They have like the Burma bulls here.
Yeah, that's where they get their meat.
They're the ones
from.
with the hump in it.
Yeah.
So that's what they
so
have.
So the meat
here.
is really, really good.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of fresh produce as well. So we don't go to a regular grocery store.
We go to the market.
There's a market. So there's it's a lot of kind of like quaint, if you will, shops and boutiques to go to. So you have these stands that have fresh produce that you go and pick.
Wow.
And you just find like which ones you like the best. Like we go to this one, I don't know the name of her, but she has the best baby carrots and blueberries and blackberries. And we go to another market for, our spinach or whatever. And it's actually, grocery shopping is a day trip.
Is it affordable? Is it very affordable?
Yes. Say for instance, fresh meat, because all our meat we get fresh, except for like the chicken wings. We go to a butcher block. It's called Frank, and we can get I want to say 6 pork chops, 2 slabs of ham, 2 porterhouse steaks. Oh my God, bacon. I love bacon. 4 pounds of bacon. And a couple of other things we get. The most we've ever spent is $80 Belize, which is $40 an hour, which is $40. Yes. And that's just me. That's just me. Yes, it's very, very affordable. That food is very affordable. Gas, it's just as bad as it is in the States. Yeah.
What's the gas like?
$18 Belize.
$18 a gallon?
For us, like $7.50. Oh, but to town and back. If we do trips, we do them all together.
Yeah. So you broke up. So it's $7.50 US, 18 Belize. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. But you don't drive anywhere. You don't got to go to work, right?
We go into the city and stuff like that. So our gas can last us about 3 weeks, just depending. When he was going to the gym a lot every day, we were going through it. But we're learning to make sure whatever we got to do in town, we do it all on the same day.
So we pick a day and we do like all our shopping or any business that we have to do.
So 1 tank of gas lasts 3 weeks.
It can probably last a month because we just figured it out.
Yeah. So it depends on we're trying to be very conservative with everything that we do. So we plan it out.
Yeah.
We have bicycles. Like things aren't too far. Town for us to get into town is about like a 7 or 8 mile drive.
Okay, that's not bad.
So it's not bad, and we're only like I said, we go maybe I
think it's like 7 miles.
How about twice a month?
Yeah.
We
try to go like twice a month.
When we buy like meat, for instance, we buy enough to last a month. So the only thing that we really need to get Weekly is probably like vegetables.
Because they won't last that long.
Yeah, things are so fresh here.
They're too fresh.
That you buy, you do your shopping weekly.
Yeah,
that's what I've noticed.
Oh wow.
Now, other people may not, but that's how we do it.
The first time I bought some milk, I'm like, why is this milk spoiled in 2 days? They said that's fresh milk. So we buy the milk in the carton. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, carton.
Okay.
But it's good and it'll last forever.
Okay.
It lasts forever, yeah. So it's a learning experience. Somebody Stokes
Mike from Atlanta want to know, how is housing?
Housing.
Okay, so housing here.
First of all, let me say, housing here, you've got to know people.
Yes.
Don Campbell is a great real estate for Keller Williams here in Belize. You got to find somebody trustworthy, because their building codes is totally different than what's in the States. Louis Lara is a great builder. So when it comes to housing, if you're going to get a house built, research, definitely come to me because I've met a lot of people. But as far as the housings, you get what you want. You design it or you get somebody to lay it out, and that builder will tell you if he can or if he cannot. You come up with your budget, and then you decide on, you know, what you want and what you don't want in your budget. Property taxes, $25 a year.
No way. Oh my God.
For like a $200,000 house, $25 a year, and your house can never be taken from you.
Okay,
wow.
So there's like the way they build houses in Belize is different.
It's different,
than in the States.
Okay.
For instance, they use a lot of rebar and cinder block. They have wood houses. It depends on where you're going to live.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, we're like on a waterfront. Our house was already made.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, you have to purchase the land first. So you buy the land, then you build your house, and the prices are comparable to in the States.
Yeah.
And that's because a lot of Westerners, Americans, Canadians, and others are coming over here, and they raise prices.
Oh, okay.
That's unfortunate, but it's comparable. But the thing is that once you own it,
it's yours.
Like the land, you get a title to the land and that property,
and it can never be taken from you. But the houses are very modern. A friend of ours that we're helping a little bit with them building their house, and they're on 10 acres, and it's amazing. It's amazing. And I mean, you basically, what I've done is just I take pictures from what I liked in the States, and I just keep my little profile. So when if we don't get this particular house, and if we build, I already have kind of what I want, and we're around a lot of builders, 2 good builders, so we know who to go to when it's time to build and all that good stuff, because you pay cash. There's no financing.
Yeah, there's no.
But there's plenty. They rent, but there's no financing. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you rent, there's like there's a short term and long term, and it's based on from what we went through when we were in Placencia.
Right.
It was based on the season.
Mm-hmm.
So from October to
I forgot.
January,
it was
June.
high season. Yeah,
it's like high tourism. So a lot of people were reluctant to do long-term leasing.
Oh, okay.
You know,
okay.
They wanted to have it for tourists, like to rent.
Mm.
So a lot of people, what we noticed that if they're not actually moving here, they buy places for investment purposes, like to turn into Airbnbs or rental property. So you just have to kind of like ask around and find out. And also like the codes and laws for real estate that are in the United States, they're not here. So if you come over here with that in mind, you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah. So I wouldn't watch the house get built, because you're going to be like,
right,
is that a stick? Literally. But those houses will not go anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't budge.
So as far, I would say, like, if you want to build here or to rent, do your due diligence, do your research, find a reputable person that had a builder or contractor or real estate broker here that will give you like an honest assessment and help you out. Because like I said, the laws that are in the States, they don't apply here.
Right.
So if you don't know what you're doing, you can get
Yeah.
get taken very easily.
And we
Ooh.
know really good people.
Find some good people that you can trust, especially building.
Yeah.
You have to decide also if you're going to build, if you're going to be coming over here to like supervise a project like once in a while. So you've got to know your builder
you need to
and
be
trust
here,
your contractor.
You need to be here when they're building because
yeah.
But like I said, we know good people. We know a good builder. We know a good agent, Don Campbell is with Keller Williams. Lewis, I can't remember the name of his, but if anybody wants any information, they can just ask me and I tell them, because we've been watching people build their homes, and I'm glad we're leasing, so we'll know, which direction to go into, so we won't have to go through a lot of the struggles that a lot of other people went through. But once you get your home, you'll be completely satisfied.
Okay, I see a question that says,
well, Sherlyn is my friend from high school I was telling you all about. She's checking in from Florida, and she wants you to know, Stephanie, have you tried the Belizean popsicle? She's originally from Belize.
So,
is that in a bag?
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Yeah. She's born there, and she came over to the States when she was young. So we'll check to see what her response is.
Yeah, because the hardest part about getting ice cream back to the house is it's too hot.
It melts.
It melts by the time you get to the house. Yeah.
Oh my
God, bugs. Woo! Well, let me tell you, I'll do the bug thing. So the bugs here are a little different, but your neighbors, your community will help you out. If I see something unusual, I take a picture. They use social media like crazy here. I'm like, what is this? What do we do? They instantly tell us what to do. We had 2 incidents of, I think they were cutter ants. We saw like this black road coming at us. It was like, what is it?
A road?
It was like a road.
It looked
like a road. The road was
like
moving.
A long trail.
Yeah, it was like the road was moving. And I was like, Delta, when's the first flight out? Because something's coming at the house. I don't know what it is. So I get on Facebook and I ask the neighbors, and they say, oh, they're just cutter ants. No, generally you just leave. They come through. They don't leave any debris. They're going to their next destination, just like a flock of birds. They're just coming through and going through. I mean, you just got to get out their way. Our house is still pretty good. They went around. But some houses, they'll go through. But they said when they do, they leave no debris or anything. They're just trying to get to their next destination.
Wow.
That's deep. So they're different bugs here. Like the flies look like regular flies, but when they bite, they don't feel like.
Yeah,
flies bite.
Yes,
they're called a Dr. Fly. Yeah.
I was washing. Yeah, I was washing.
Yeah, I got a regimen for that.
I was washing the car the other day and I got bit by one.
Oh my God!
Hands, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, my hand swelled up, but it kind of went down a little bit. But I mean, so there's a lot of different critters because we're in a tropical area.
Yeah, we actually.
There's a jungle behind us. Like we've run into. Yes, so we've run into like scorpions, tarantulas, snakes. Like so there's like mosquito, just like in the States, except for
just more of them.
Yeah.
And basically you just, you look around, you watch your environment before you step out. And then if it's a season for a certain type of bug, the community will let you know, okay, it's mosquito season. Our first mosquito season. We woke up, we were just like, what's going on? Every window was just masking. We're like, okay, what is going on? Lo and behold, all we needed was this little coil. It's like a charcoal coil.
Okay.
It spirals up.
It smokes like an incense.
It smokes like an incense. You put it in front of your door and they drop dead.
Oh, okay.
Literally. It's just things we just didn't know about. So now we kind of got it down. We know if it rains real hard, put the coils out. El will always let the dogs go out first, just because Otis is like, he thinks he's a search dog. So, but I haven't seen anything. Just the cutter ants and the mosquitoes kind of got me a little creepy. But now I know the seasons and all that stuff you get used to, because it's not like anything we haven't seen before. It's just the quantity.
The quantity. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's the most unpleasant question. How is crime?
Can I talk about that one?
Go ahead.
Crime is, I think, because Belize is so small that the population is under 500. So if 500,000, I'm sorry. So if there's a crime, it seems like, oh my God, there's so much crime. But the crime here is petty crime, because their legal system is no joke, so you don't want to get caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. But it's petty crime. We can literally leave our doors in our community. We can leave our doors unlocked. Belize City, which is like, the city of Atlanta, it's petty crime. Like, if you're out flashing all your jewelry and stuff like that, then there's no gun law here. So you don't have to worry about, shootings and stuff like that. But the crime is not what people think it is. It's just the population is so small that when somebody does get hurt or killed, it seems so major, but it's not bad at all.
Nothing at all. Yeah.
It's not bad at all, no.
Okay, awesome. And then the same person wanted to know, what is the nightlife like? You get
your own nightlife. They've got bars and stuff, but
what's the alcohol like? Is it super strong or super weak?
I gotta drink Smirnoff Ice, so because I cannot hang with Belize alcohol. Their alcohol. If you're a drinker, then you would like it here. Yeah.
So like coconut rum is like my favorite, and they have the Belizean beer, which is made here. It's pretty good. So, and I think as far as places to go, I think the big places if we want to really go out. Go to San Pedro, so we have a water taxi that taxis to the next island, so we get that, go there, and that's where a lot of the nightlife and activity is, and Belize City and stuff like that.
For the most part in our community, we make our own
so we all all of us hang out together. We have like little get-togethers, Thursdays, like I said, we play volleyball.
Wow.
Like, that's a community thing. We'll have like a little get-together, or we'll go to each other's house. And also we have a village that's probably like, it's within walking distance, probably like a 5-minute bike ride. And so there's restaurants there, and there's places to hang out. So
awesome. That is so cool. Tony from Detroit. Yeah, he's one of the roller skaters we skate with. He's from Detroit. He says some skaters are coming to Belize. It'd be nice if y'all could greet them.
Yeah. Do not bring his roller skates though.
Yeah. So
their roads are not like our roads.
Okay, yeah. So Antonio. Okay, so roads here. Remember, Belize is it's a developing country, right? So they don't have all the amenities that like Atlanta would have. There are some areas that they have paved roads. Some of them don't. Yeah. We have a dirt road. So just getting around is some of the things you may not be able to. Now, if you went to Belize City, like we've only been there like maybe twice, really. So we haven't much yet. Yeah. But anyway, they probably have places to go over there.
I mean, you like skate in a house or in a driveway. That's about it.
But so there might be stuff out there that we haven't experienced yet. But there's so it to me it's like so much. So
I think they might just be coming for vacation. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Our house is open because we just want people to see, not trying to get people to move over here. We just want people to see that life can be greater over here. It's not all about the hustles and the bustles, which, it was fun. Granted, that competition, that adrenaline was great, but once that adrenaline starts to slow down, it's a big difference. And when you want some adrenaline, you go out there and you make your adrenaline. When your adrenaline rush, It's
nice. Here's the last question. Jamie, I'm not sure where she's checking in from. She said,
Jamie, I'll be back. I'll be back September 27th. And I'll be there for about, I think, 10 days. Ed was coming with me too. He came with me on the last trip also.
So are you asking, are we ever coming back? Or
We're
are we
not
just
ever coming
No,
back.
we're not
No.
ever coming back.
But we're coming back to visit.
You're coming to
Okay,
visit.
that's good. And
Yeah.
y'all be careful because this goes around all over the world. So
Yeah. Yeah.
definitely. And somebody said, Marnie, Will the Moguls.
Hey,
Hey,
Marnie.
Marnie.
Marnie gets around. She may have already been to Belize. Who knows? Because she travels.
And one last question. Let me just look here. It's just so much. You guys got to go back and look at the questions. This is one last one. Alon's checking in from the Bay. She said, comparable what part of the state? Some states are not affordable. So I think she's going back to the cost of living. So
Right.
The cost of living, from what we've noticed, you can live here like fairly easy, especially compared to the Bay Area. I'm from California, so I know like the prices in California are outrageous. So what a person probably would make in California, they can live comfortably. Now there's a program that we're in. It's called QRP, Quality Retirement Program.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And so with that, you have to. It's sponsored by the Belizean Tourism Board, and you have to make a certain amount of money. It's a retirement program.
Okay.
Qualify, you have to be, I think, in your 40s.
Yeah.
Right.
And you only have to make, I think,
You have
maybe
to make
$2,000 a month on your own.
Yeah. So you have to make a certain amount of money to qualify for the program. It's a process to get registered for it, but once you get it, it's a pretty good program, and that's what we're in right now, and that's where we are.
Yeah.
But as far as the prices, cost of living, it's very comparable. Well, actually, it's better.
It's better.
It's better.
Put it this way. If you and Mark both retired and had y'all pensions, or if you can work from home, you could literally live where we live in Corozal. Once we haven't got a budget down right, we could live here in Corozal for about $3,000 a month, and that's true.
Oh,
that's
wow.
$3,000 US,
Okay,
a month, and still do the things that we want to do and all that good stuff. It just depends on where you want to live. If you still want to work, now Belize don't want you to work here and take jobs away from the Belizeans, but if you want to do remote work, the internet and everything and all that stuff is fine. So you can still do your remote work and live here and build a house and go from there. But affordability, our dollar is 2 for 1. Yeah, 2 for 1.
Oh wow!
So if you make 4,000, it's 8,000 over here. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's awesome. So you guys have any parting words? We got to have you come back on the show. This has just been so.
I know we're about to go on and on because it's like parting words. Definitely, my thing was to just thank everybody that got us here, because I love hearing about people who have took steps to move out of the U.S. and live abroad. It was it's not hard. You got to be ready. Belize, I'm not going to say Belize is for everybody. You just got to be ready to let go of some of the things. Some things you got to let go of. Belize is slower, but it teaches you to not be so impatient. They get the job done, but they're just not, you click a date on the internet and they'll be there right at that time. That's just not how they work, because Belizeans, they only get paid by the day. So they don't get paid hourly. So you can't expect them to be like running, because they're only going to get that one salary for that day. And a lot of that stuff we learned before we even got here. So it can be done. It just, Belize just not be for everybody, because a lot of people hear Belize and they think, oh, resort. It's not a resort. They have resorts here. Once you get off the main road and once you get to your home, it'll feel like a resort, but getting here is not necessarily a resort, but it's beautiful. But I did want to think, if it wasn't for Alicia introducing us to the Kramers, Jennifer and Brett, we wouldn't have found this house, because it wasn't even on the market, and it's on the waterfront and everything.
Nice.
Yeah, Alicia helped us, and Marv, Shona,
Shona,
and John.
Mike and Dunn have just been like educating us on building and buying. Hands down, I definitely want to get a shout out to Shatise, because she holding down the salon, so I'm able to come back there, every 3 weeks, and not every 3 months to to work. My girlfriend Anne Marie hosts Elwood and I every time we come to town. She opens her home to us. His mom just moved there too, by the way. We definitely don't think that we have forgotten any of our friends and our family, because we think about y'all all the time. We just want
y'all gonna make me cry.
I know. For everybody to experience what we experience, whether it's Belize or somewhere else, because all of our group of friends in the state, we all worked hard. You know, you got Tamara, AJ, you got everybody, Marnie, Blanche, the whole crew, everybody worked their butts off. And I think now for us, all of us around the same age, it's time to live life while you alive. It's time because, you know, that work in the 72.
Thank you.
Yeah, that ain't working. So
thank you.
You know,
I love it.
Yeah, we love it. We love it.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Edward and Stephanie Caber, for coming on Let's Talk. Y'all got to come back again to just broadcast live from the beachfront. I don't know. We'd love to have you come back.
So much. Tell just send out my information. Anybody want to ask me any questions? I'm that's what I want to do. My thing is to help, to motivate and make sure people get information, and be able to well, we love Dawn and her husband Mike. They're so funny. We love helping, and we've learned a lot from the community as far as giving back, because for us to be able to live here the way we do, we're able to give back better than we were when we was in the States and stuff. And they're so grateful when we give somebody anything. They're so grateful.
Drina, before we go, I just wanted to say something really quick. There's a gentleman named Andrew Ernest and Pat Yeagers and Bray Potesta. We're all working together to get a Belizean baseball team, a national Belizean baseball league. Our goal is to get a Belizean player into the major leagues. So we're starting from scratch. We have like some friends that we've have donated stuff to us. And I just wanted to give to Julie for your help. And one day there's going to be a player in Belize. And we're trying to get that set up here now. So just look out for us in the future.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. You guys keep smiling, keep shining, keep doing what you're doing, and it's showing right through your spirit, through your smiles. And you got to come back.
You keep doing what you're doing too. You keep doing what you're doing, because you're doing good. I told you don't stop. I said don't stop. Keep doing it. And you're gonna help me get my little podcast. I want to get a little podcast going too.
I got you. I got you.
I know.
Love you guys. Stay safe.
Love you. Have a great one.
Okay.
See you guys.
Okay, bye-bye. They are awesome. Thank you, Edward and Stephanie Caber, for coming on Let's Talk. I love hearing stories like that, you know, when your kids are grown and you can do something for you and enjoy life. So super excited for them. So happy for them. Okay, guys, as we close out the show, this is kind of something personal I want to share with you guys. I think this is a huge, huge milestone. I think you guys will get a kick out of this. But my grandfather, Mr. Walter Carroll, celebrated his 100th birthday. Yes, indeed. Is God not good? And I just want to say happy birthday, Papa. I love you, love you, love you. And I would like to use him as a positive nugget, if you will. You know, people always ask him, what's the trick to living so long and things of that nature. And basically what he always says and what he shared with me is that the secret to longevity in life is your attitude and always physically moving. Have a good attitude, think of positive things, and keep moving with exercise every day if possible. When you're down, just remember laughter is good for the soul, and never let anyone steal your joy. So happy birthday, Papa. I love you, love you, love you. Super proud of that. And Papa, we're going to celebrate your 101st birthday. So you guys, as I tell you every week, do one good deed for one person every day, and you can affect 365 lives. If no one has told you, know that I love you. You guys stay safe out there. And with those parting words, I will see you here next week. And I'm out.